Hello, Taurus. So if you're new here to the channel, welcome. Or if you're returning, welcome back. I'm just going to shuffle the cards here and then we'll get straight into it for Taurus. So let's see. For you with Two of Wands in reverse and then Six of Wands in reverse. And then here's another Wands card. Wands are the cards, the symbol that represents fire. And Two of Wands means connecting with your own personal power. It means taking a spiritual journey of some sort. Because in the picture, or rather in the imagery of the card, it's showing someone who is holding like what appears to be a pearl or the world in their hands. So in the upright position, Two of Wands means feeling like the world is in the palm of your hand, feeling like the world is your oyster. And you can see in the card, there's a second person that's along with you. So it also means receiving help on your spiritual journey. Two of Wands usually means, I think of it as like ascending a mountaintop, going out on some sort of quest or climbing a mountain. It's basically spiritual journey, and it means connecting with your own confidence, your own personal power, your own development. I see the feather in the cap here. It means like, elevating oneself and feeling that boldness, that confidence, as well as receiving help towards that. So there may be some challenges, Taurus, because it's in the reverse position of accessing or connecting with your own personal power and boldness and feeling like the world is complete and open to you. In tandem with Six of Wands. Six of Wands in the upright position means success, victory, acclaim, good reputation. It's like the rescuer who comes in on the white horse. He's got the victory laurels here. But in the reverse position, it's just saying that you may be feeling a little bit out of sorts or not connecting with, not seeing yourself in a good light, perhaps, like not connecting with your own personal power and not feeling like you're being held in esteem or a position of status or acclaim or good reputation. With these in the reverse position, it's saying like you may not be feeling confident and you may be feeling like you're being overlooked, or that in some ways you're not being recognized, because that's a theme for Six of Wands. So if that is the case for you, Taurus, try connecting with star energy, because this is here for you. And star means recognizing your own worth or value just as you are, stripped bare of anything. You can see in the picture she's naked. And that means not subscribing to any sort of title or ego or status. These cards are very different. This guy has armor on. He's riding on a horse. He's got people basically like saluting him. Star is not worried about any of that. Star recognizes her own place in the universe, her own place in the natural world, and her own value intrinsically that is, just like with nature, it's sort of like a flower blooming. It has its own value aside from anything else. So this card is full of hope. It's full of wonder. It's full of natural radiance and sort of an inner glow. So I'd like to offer you the opportunity, Taurus, to connect with that. If you feel like all this worldly stuff, if you're not feeling confident, if you're not feeling like you're getting the recognition or status that you may have deserved or earned, if you feel like in any ways that you've fallen off the horse or you're being perceived that way, connect with star energy. This says, keep hope. There's lots of hope in this situation. You have your own intrinsic value. You have your own place in the universe, just as you are, even stripped down from any of the outer trappings of the world. Star is naturally radiant, and she has her own inner glow. So connect with that energy, Taurus, if you're experiencing any of this. And then there may be an authority figure who is not seeing. I'm getting the sense that if you have a boss that's overlooking you, this could be this King of Wands figure. King of Wands is usually a fire sign, so usually Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius. And this could be any man who has a significant role in your life. So this could be a father, a landlord, a boss, a spouse, or partner. He's a king, so he has some sort of influence or authority, and he does things in his own bold, eccentric, unique way. He's not really he's not really wrapped up in doing things in a traditional way, but he's not really serving you any sort of purpose right now because he's in the reverse position. He's looking away, and I'm getting the sense that if he is influencing you or in a position of influence, he's not recognizing your own innate value. The Six of Wands in reverse and him looking away from Star says that he may not be recognizing what you bring to the situation, Taurus. He's kind of got his own vision and his own agenda, his own dreams. So if you're not being recognized by this fire sign or this person who is bold, dramatic, eccentric, Walt Disney and Mozart are good archetypes or examples of King of Wands energy. Fall back on Star energy, because that is where hope lives. That is where you know that you have your own worth. You know that you have your own place just as being a part of the natural world. So that may just be a theme. I'm just getting non-recognition, and don't let that influence your own perception. Just because he's looking off in this other direction, don't let that influence your own feeling of yourself. Towards the middle of the month, I see some swords energy, and then there's another king here, and then there's the universe or world card. So this card here, Taurus, this possibly could be you. This is King of Coins, and King of Coins in reverse. So King of Coins is an earth sign, just like you, Taurus, and you can even see he's got the bull horns here. And the reason that he is King of Coins is he's in charge of the money. He's in charge of the riches. You can see there's lots of grapes here that are fullness and, basically a symbol of wealth. And he's usually pretty good at making decisions regarding money. He's very grounded. He's the person in charge of the money, the person who knows how to make good decisions regarding money. This is often looked at as like an entrepreneur card or the head of the business. Someone who advises in financial matters or business dealings. But in the Rider-Waite, or basically just in like regular playing card decks, the King of Coins is the only one-eyed king. So his fault is that sometimes he can see things from only his point of view. So be careful if this is you, Taurus, I'm seeing two kings in reverse here. So there may be two different ways, like two different kingdoms that are being ruled. And be careful. What I'm going to advise here is to see things from another point of view, because that is the weakness of King of Coins. When he's in the reverse position, he's showing up as the weak side of himself. And that is a guarding against for this would be careful to not just see things with one eye from one point of view. Be careful to consider the other points of view, because the reason I say that is that there's some faulty thinking here, or there's some old belief systems that need to be let go of. They may just be causing you tension and worry. Nine of Swords and Ten of Swords are about coming to the end of a way of thinking. This is about making mountains out of molehills, splitting hairs. It causes tension. So this is like conflict or strife, the way you're thinking about things. Or the thoughts that are around you. The thoughts, especially around this person. If this is not you, this could be another earth sign person who's in the situation. So that could also be, it could be Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. So it may be that there's some strife regarding this Taurus or earth sign person, especially if they're in a position of authority or power. They could also be the ones who are causing the Six of Wands, poor reputation, bad status to not be happening. And they seem to be surrounded by a lot of strife, because swords represent the mental element. So this means like worry, anxiety, overthinking of things. And Ten of Swords means a belief system that is no longer serving you. It's actually draining the life out of the person. This is a lot of overthinking of things. So if you are thinking about this person, or this person is taking up a lot of space in your mental realm, or if this is you, I want to encourage you to let the old way of thinking go. Get out of your mind. this is available to you. World means freedom. It means that the universe is supporting you from all directions, from the mental world as symbolized by Aquarius here, from the emotional world, or rather the fire world, the heart of the lion, and having courage. This is you, Taurus, representing the physical world, the earth signs, and then the eagle represents Scorpio, which is the emotional world, the world of feelings and feelings of depth. So it's when all the 4 poles of the zodiac line up, and this is one of the best cards in the whole deck. So this is showing up for you. You have this ability to feel free, to feel open, to feel supported. It's very different from this energy, but it's in reverse right now. It's being held in shadow, in suppression, in check, because of any doubts or fears that you may have. And I get the sense, Taurus, that it's really regarding what's going on with this person, whether this is you or someone else in your environment. It's all this overthinking. So I really want to encourage you to get out of your head, especially if it's regarding some person that has authority over the money. If it's a boss, if it's a coworker, if it's a salesperson, if it's a spouse, a landlord, whoever this King of Coins is, even if it's you, it might be you overthinking things or worrying about things. I want to encourage you to let go of these thoughts, because it will correct the world being open to you. And you can see in world, that is where the wreath of laurels is. That is where victory is. That is where you can feel supported and naked and free, kind of like Star. What Star and World have in common is they're both naked women, so they're both full of self-acceptance, just as they are. They don't need any decoration. They don't need any clothes. They don't need any status. They don't need any title. This Star is about finding your own value and having hope and shining your natural, radiant inner glow. And World is about connecting with your place in the universe, feeling supported, similar to Star. But when you hit the point of World, you're soaring, you are floating and feeling free and celebrating and supported. So I want to invite, the more that you can connect with your own Star energy and let go of all these thoughts, let go of all this mental activity that's going on, especially if it's regarding to a King of Coins person, and that's when World will open up to you. So that's an opportunity that you have at the middle of the month, Taurus. If you can let go of all this, I'll call it fussy energy. It's like overthinking things. It's like going in, Nine of Swords can often mean going in circles in your head. So once you're able to get past that, Taurus, and World opens up to you, you actually have some real clarity available to you at the end of the month. This is Ace of Swords, and this is the truth with a capital T. You can see it's one thought, and it's a crowned thought, and it's, again, got that victory wreath of laurels happening for it. So the universe is like handing you, this is like a revelation. I sometimes call this card Excalibur. It is the truth, and it is available. It comes on a clear day. It's clarity, it's truth, it's realization, it's connecting with what is real and true and honest. And it's also a new beginning. So whereas this is the final card of the whole deck, that's wrapping up a cycle. And this is a 10 card, this is a 9 card. You're going to be shedding like an old skin, letting go of something. 10 is completing of a cycle, letting go of false beliefs that drain your energy. And then this is an ace, which is a new beginning, a new way of thinking. I get the sense of it's like reaching a new plateau of understanding, because swords represent knowledge and thought. So it's like when you have a new awareness of something, the world opens up for you. The sky opens up. It's like a new day. It's sort of like walking out of an elevator onto a new vista where you see things from a new perspective, a new point of view. And ace is, again, a new beginning. So whatever's going on in the middle of July and even the beginning of July, you get to a point where you have an insight, a revelation, new truth, and that becomes available to you as a new beginning, Taurus. So you can look forward to that. There is some way in which at the end of the month, there is some feeling of disappointment or betrayal or sadness or sorrow I get the sense that this Three of Swords is in looking back on what's happening here. At least you're being able to take it from 10 of Swords and 9 of Swords down to 3 of Swords. There is some sort of bittersweetness, some tenderness, I'm reading this card for you as disappointment. Sometimes it can be betrayal, like feeling like you miss what was going on, or you wish that things had been differently, or it can just be, it's heartbreak. So it's sadness, and it comes because it's next to the truth. It may be the realization of a difficult truth that you didn't want to accept, that's painful. It's hard to accept, when a friend turns on you, or a lover does, or there's betrayal, or disappointment, or sadness. You wish it would have been different. That's what I'm reading from this. But you are a survivor through this. And this is 9 of Wands. This is the survivor card. I call this card sometimes Cool Hand Luke, because he keeps getting knocked down and he keeps getting back up. So even the survivor card is looking at this heartbreak and it's saying, I've had my heart broken before. I've felt sadness before. I remember what this feeling is like, but yet I survived through it. And in the Rider-Waite, this guy has his head bandaged. So he's been through battles before. He's a little battle scarred. He's a little war torn. Sometimes he can be a little bit paranoid or defensive and be looking over his shoulder. But the main thing about this guy is that he survives. He keeps going. This card often reminds me of a Beckett quote that says, "Ever tried, ever failed, never mind, try better, try again, fail better." So he keeps going. Or, the Buddha saying of, fall down 7 times, stand up 8. That's really the energy of this card. It's survivorship. Going through battles and continuing to get back up. And what's interesting is that at the very end of the month, when you've gone through this, you have Fool energy available to you, which is the 0 card, which kind of echoes this card too. Whenever World comes, in the natural order of the major arcana of the tarot, this is the last card, the final card, and this is the beginning card. This is the first card. It's when all things are possible. All things are fresh and new and washed clean. So this is the completing of a cycle. You can see the 0 here, it's sort of like a hearkening of the 0 that's yet to come. So there's a real new, between this 0, and this ace, there's really something new that wants to come in. But I think you need to get past any fears or doubts about that new chapter that may be coming. Because if Fool is in the upright position, he's really carefree. He's really fun. He's really like allowing and accepting of all things. And he has a lot of faith that the universe is going to carry him and catch him. And, he'll jump and he knows that someone's going to catch him. He's got a lot of innocence. All this white energy represents that. Or even naivete. He's really got the heart of a child, which is very youthful, very trusting, very open. And it's sort of like all things are new, all things are possible when 0 shows up. It's potential energy. Nothing is formed yet. So I would like to invite you to get through some of this cynicism or worry. That's what this 9 energy is about. Overthinking, feeling like you have to survive everything, that everything needs to be on the defense, or, open up to this world feeling supported. First of all, recognize your own value, your own place, your own inner glow. Open up to feeling supported by the universe. Don't doubt that, or don't be skeptical about the fact that you can be completely supported just as you are, without anything else. And then Fool is also about new beginnings and going on an adventure, trusting the universe. One of the things that I'm getting for you, Taurus, with this month and with these cards is that you need to let go of how you think things should be. This is overthinking, and you need to let go of I'm getting status, titles, all that with the 6 of Wands, with these kings in reverse, with Survivor. Just be simple. Star, World, and Fool. If you think about what's common between all those, like these are both naked and this person's like a child. There's a lot of innocence here. Connect with simplicity, Taurus. That's going to really help you, because if you get overtaxed and overthinking about like, what's my title? What's my role? Where are my stars and my stripes? And where's my accolades? And where's my promotion? And all this overthinking. Let go and just connect with star energy. That's going to re-give you hope. Open up to the world supporting you. That really, it wants to come through. It's showing up here. But it's only in reverse because of doubts or fears that you may not be feeling that, because you may be too in your head. And then at the end of the month, connect with the simplicity of a child. Do something fun. Do something that makes you, like, go down a street you don't normally go down, or go on a road trip, or, connect with full energy, which is about being carefree, laughing, having fun, going on a new adventure. Maybe even be around let some younger people show you the way. They're really good in embodying full energy. So that's my reading for you, Hi Taurus. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please feel free to give it a like or a share or subscribe if you haven't already. And as always, I just want to thank everyone for watching. Yours in the stars.